morning. Good morning. Hope you hear me. Our team is Netofol, and we are going to present about the parking project. So we name it PARSKE, which means parking in Silesia. Our team have 5 members here: Amira, Frush, Anisur, Florian, and Henu. So first, I would like to start the project by defining our problems. So what are the problems that motivate for this solution, for the problem? Actually, it's we are working on it. So you know that in the urban area, or in the city, the very problems that we can face every day, almost every day, and everyone, that's you. Okay, we don't have a car, but what if you have a car? You have to go around the street looking for a parking slot. So this is the first thing you have to think about when you're going somewhere. When it's not the thing that is, you think that is not, maybe, oh well, it's kind of common, but it's important because you have to park first, then you can do anything else. So it's kind of a waste of time that you cannot find any parking slots for yourself, right? If you like, although it's available somewhere, you have no information or no way to approach that information. That's the first problem. And while you're going around, that's caused a lot of trouble. Air pollution, use of gas and stuff. Well, and then it may cause traffic jam. It's kind of indirect problems. One of the mentions here is that the unbalanced use of resources. Because we know that it's available somewhere, but maybe you don't have the information or enough instruction to get to that resources. So from these problems, what are our solutions? We know that we have parking lots. We don't build new parking lots everywhere for people, but we want them to use it in a smarter way. So we want to build a parking as a service. And to help people to use this more efficiently, we will apply the indoor routing, which in the smart context, you can see that we can now make a parking more smart. And then we can how to interact with these smart parking slots to provide the indoor routing. That's just 2 of our highlights of the solutions. Okay, so let's consider our solutions in a very specific scenario of a user. Consider the user has a car in number 3. So he was going around looking for a parking slot. With the help of smart cities, we have sensors. And if we integrate the sensors into the parking slots, we can somehow detect whether a parking space is occupied or is free. And these data can then all gather in some data center, and we process it, and we can tell, okay, how many free spots are available and where it is and when can you get it. And then you can provide, with positioning, you can tell the user where is the nearest place that is available for you in a good, very good features of the place as well. So you can know if the parking is available for you, and if that one is in good conditions, the price and everything. And also with help of mobile, which every one of us can have one, you can also do more interaction. Like you can book the place for yourself before you arrive, or you can pay there. And well, maybe it's not happened to you, but sometimes you're going out happily without a wallet. It happened to me. So you need an app to pay, and it can help to save time as well. And sometimes you share the trip with your friends. You can also share the expense through the app. So, well, after you park, after you paid, you're happily leaving the street. But you need to be guaranteed that your car is in good hands, right? If it's a community or a public parking slot, you can be sure. But what if you park in some other place that is not guaranteed by a company or organizations? Because we can share the parking slot from someone. And if you park in a personal property, then we need to adjust some special permit and just limitations into the platform as well. So what kind of features that make this solution possible? It's today we have internet everywhere, we have mobile applications, and also in every car we have a CarPlay application that you can integrate those maps and apps that you can actually book or pay on the way. Like, as you go, whenever you go. We would like to present our solutions from a design concept first to summarize all the features that we would like to offer. So this is our design concept. First, when you open the application, we could look that the first thing you can do is that you look for the available parking spot, and by default it's going to be the nearest one available from the time that you are searching, and it's close to you. So you can go and just see on the available and close to you. So here we include on some features of the place that you may know and the number of grid spots. So based on this information, you can tell which one is closer to you, which one has more space, so you have more chance of getting a parking slot, and the price by hour and estimate, and also facility. If you have disabilities, then these can help you. They have refund or not, are they indoor or are they outdoor parking? So for example, I would like to go with the first option, which is the best one. Then you can choose whether to go directly to that place or you can reserve. So if you reserve, we provide more information for you, and it's an easier way, fast way to pick a time slot to reserve and everything here. And also to build the trust model, because we would like to, expand this as a shared model. So it's like there are people who have space, so they want to offer it as a free parking slot. It's like Airbnb. You can offer that place and you can earn some money back by make use of your resources. So here to build the trust model, we provide review and rating for the facility as well as the person who hosts the place. Okay, so after you sort it out, to be quick, you just go to book and confirm. And here you can pay. This is just a quick example of how you can pay through the app. And after you confirm, it will lead you there directly to the facility. And here we will integrate with the facility to show you indoor routing. This is one flow of the applications. And after you book, there are information showing that how long does it take to, how long will it be for your booking to be expired, something like that. And as a model, we also have offered several other features, like you can, as a user or as a host, you have your profile and you need to keep it up to date. Or you can become a host. And when you become a host, you just register your facility with us, text the offers and everything, and then voila, you're a host. Yeah, that's pretty much it for the concept. Now I'm going to continue with what is it good about in business model.
This is not an application, this is a whole process. We are going to make the parking as a service. So it starts before you go to a parking spot by reservation, and after you did the parking, actually, you will get notified of some kind of unexpected events, or maybe you just forget that you booked for 3 hours and you need some kind of notification to know that your reservation is going to expire and prevent that you get a ticket. So, but for implementing this model, we cannot just assume that tomorrow we just go there and change every parking spot and implement our model. we know that we should start simple, although we have a big vision of like doing indoor routing and all of those features, but we know that at the beginning we should have a really simple model by just making reservation, and step by step, according to the feedback that we got from the community, we can improve it. So we prioritize our features, and we know that at the beginning it's going to be a simple one, and some indoor features that is going to interact with sensors in a smart city context are going to come afterwards. So for our, the innovation part of our solution is that we are going to offer the price dynamically. For instance, if a parking spot is a bit further and it's not used, it can offer some kind of discount, and it would incentivize the user to use that thing, and it is good for the parking lot provider. As mentioned before, we have a managed business model. It is like Airbnb, so if you have a garage that you're not using it, you can just offer it in the application and start making money from it. One interesting part that worth mentioning is that, for instance, a concert is going to happen in Skellefteå, and there is an event, and there is no parking spot available there, but the city managers are going to have a plan that, okay, there is like 1,000 spots available here, so there should be some mechanism for booking those spots, and this system can help there. The indoor routing, as we said, is going to be the next step, and we can have some kind of cameras at the beginning, at the entrance of the parking spots, so that whenever the booking is done, we have the license plate of the car, and after they enter the parking facility, using the license plate, they know the context of the car, that this car has reserved some spot, and there can be some signs inside the parking spot to navigate the car to the spot. And this is a part of a SSIO platform, so there might be other sensors, other data that come in, and this thing can both use the data and can offer some data for other products. So why do you think that it's usable? Because for booking, for making a reservation, you just need 3 touch. We just assume like we just click on the map, you select the parking spot, and then you confirm it. We consider that you are most probably driving, so we just need it to be like as simple as possible. And there are of course incentives like money, and you save your time, you save environment, pollution, and other things. Also for people with disabilities, there can be some features that they can do, and the data can be used for other planning. For instance, at the airport, there might be some people coming, and I don't know how long it takes to find a spot and then go to catch my flight. So this data can help me better planning, and also help the airport managers know that, okay, how many people are coming, so that, for instance, they provide like the transport for them. So we know that this is a business idea, so it needs a business plan. So we did some kind of rough estimation of business parts. So we know that the activities that we are going to do is offering parking space, and we are going to do some pricing and some prediction that may use some kind of AI techniques. We are going to have some indoor navigation solution as a future step, and we are going to be a facilitator for the payment of the parking spots. Our partners are going to be Skellefteå municipality or the normal people who have some space to rent. There can be some payment companies and also hardware providers for sensors. The values that we are going to have for people is that people are going to save the time, and they can plan their life with this application. For instance, in a city that is like crowded and students are going to use the cars, it will affect like education, because students need to waste some time to find the parking spot, and they cannot get to the class, because this is a real issue in the United States. We just did some research, and also airports was mentioned, and airports maybe was also mentioned before. The safety, whenever the parking spot is equipped with some kind of sensor, it increases the safety. For the profit, other than some kind of discount that the user can get, it also helps them saving the fuel. And like Airbnb, as you said, it helps you make a revenue. For the corporate, for the municipality or what organization that provides the space, it reduces operational expenditure of them, and it brings them more marketing opportunity, because if I have a parking spot that is not available using the app, I can be seen more. And also some corporate fleet programs, for instance, some Avis company that provides some car rental company, they can have some kind of collaboration and use the service. As we said, for the environment part, we have like air quality, traffic jam, and CO2. The customer relationship management and distribution channels, we plan. I just skip. If there was any question, can come back to all of this. So the cost structure that we are going to have is also mentioned, like the fixed cost, the dynamic cost, like development, advertisement, introducing the application, and also the revenue stream for the application is mentioned. The revenue stream can come as a transaction fee from conventional parking or from the providers. It can be like some creative ideas that we had, like event venue. There is going to be some kind of price for them. And also prepaid parking is a new source of revenue. And also we can have some kind of advertisement. These advertisements, we are not sure, but we are having the data of the people who are coming to some people. The people can get some kind of discount, and their data can be sold to some other providers. For instance, I mean, like they consent that they are going to have some kind of discount, and the data is used to some event provider to use the data, and they know like there are like 100 people, 100 young people coming here. So our competitors, one of them is Park Mobile, that is mainly US, and EasyPark application that is currently used. EasyPark is just a payment solution. We have like broader vision. Okay, I think if there is any problem regarding the detail, I can come back. But we know that it seemed like really easy at the beginning. It was just tip of the iceberg. That parking seems really easy. But we dive into detail, and having an actual solution that works, it's going to help. There are going to be a lot of problems on the way. So we just try to have a really intuitive application, and we just noticed that the LoRa is really good to work with. And now we are going to dive into the actual implementation that we are going to have, the demo. So for the demo, we had a prototype, and we tried our best to create the working demo. We create an Android app, and we create a website that we are going to see right. So this is recording. So this is the actual working Android application that if you want you can see, and you can search for the parking spot, and you can see the parking spots available on the map. It's not as fancy as a prototype, but it's a step forward. Yeah. Any comment? And also, this is the web interface. Ideally, all of these are going to be integrated into one fancy solution. So this actually works. These are not mock data. The data are in the database. The points are valid, and you can see like some parking space, and we try to integrate the sensor. So for instance, I don't know, there is this sensor in one of the parking application, in one of the parking facilities. So if you block it, you can see on the web application that one of the vacant spots will change. So this is some parking.
Yes, so this sensor sends data every 30 seconds, and basically we just integrated it to represent the parking spot. And the green represents that it was free, but now that I'm blocking it, it suddenly turns to red. And if I don't block it anymore, it turns back to green. And for this, we just deployed a very simple API on Amazon Web Services, which constantly connects to the SSI platform to call data from this sensor. And this website connects to this API. And this is how we update the service. And this could be useful, for example, for administrator management, of this parking service to show or to see which are the available parking spots and which are the takeables. Basically. So that would be for us. Thank you.
Any questions? If not, thank you very much.